Want to turn now to the coronavirus outbreak. There are now 440 confirmed cases in China, and the disease has killed at least 9 people. Workers have been disinfecting the streets of the city of Wuhan in China, which officials believe is ground zero for the outbreak, and the disease is spreading.
2 in Thailand, 1 in Japan, and 1 in the Republic of Korea.
Chinese health authorities are urging people in Wuhan to avoid crowds of public gatherings. People in that city went out to buy masks to protect themselves, with some saying they gave up plans to travel for the Chinese New Year. The illness comes from a newly identified type of coronavirus. That's a family of viruses that cause everything from the common cold to more serious illnesses, like the SARS outbreak that spread from China to more than a dozen countries in 2002 and 2003. That killed about 800 people. Our CBN News health reporter Lori Johnson is here with more on this. So, Lori, Chinese health authorities have determined that the virus can spread from person to person. So could it spread around the world? And of course, those of us here in the United States wondering, can it come here?
Well, it actually is here. Yesterday, the CDC confirmed the first case in America in the Seattle area. A man who had recently been in China flew back into the Seattle area. He was fine when he first got here, but then started having symptoms on Sunday and went to the doctor and very wisely mentioned that he had been to China and they tested him. He tested positively. Now he's quarantined, and the CDC is investigating all the people who he may have come into contact with since he arrived back in the United States.
Wow. So exactly what are the symptoms of this virus?
Well, this virus is similar to any other upper respiratory virus, so the same symptoms that you would have if you had the cold or the flu. So cough, fever, runny nose, sore throat.
So what should people do if they're feeling these symptoms?
Well, obviously, this is cold and flu season, so
Right.
a lot of people are going to have those symptoms. Go to the doctor as you would for any other cold or virus if it gets very bad. But the main red flag, this is very important, is have you been to China or have you been in contact with someone who has been to China?
So what are health officials doing to curtail the spread of the virus?
Well, the CDC has dispatched hundreds of employees to 5 U.S. airports, our 5 major U.S. airports, and they're actually screening people who are arriving in from China and for things like flu and asking them questions about their symptoms.
All right, Lori Johnson, health reporter, thank you so much for the update. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on this.